Do double standards exist? I mean, of course they do. I mean, I feel like most of sexism in general is just double standards, and that's pretty much one of the basis of being sexist. I mean, with this campaign, I don't really know if this really counts as sexist. I think with a lot of people, they're just surprised that someone gets famous just for being hot, when usually they get famous because they're really hot and an okay singer, because they're really hot and they're not a horrible actor. Usually we have an excuse for why we like them, even though the real reason is just because they're hot. And so in this case, they don't have anything else to latch on to, so they can't hide behind the we just really love his music thing. It's just he's hot. That's all there is to it. And so I think a lot of people are kind of like shocked by this, when really it's been happening for at least 50 years. And but at the so in this this specific instance, I don't think it really counts as sexism. This is just normal pop culture behavior. And but then again, I mean, there are instances of sexism that happen very frequently in media, like the woman who put up a video where she just walked around the city for 10 hours, and she was, all these different people were saying hi to her, catcalling her. A couple of guys started following her and being all creepy and stuff. I think, and then there are so many people who I feel don't take that video as seriously as they should, and because I'm seeing parodies of it. And the one thing I'm noticing is that it seems like at least the parodies that have been pointed out to me are usually guys who are making fun of it. I'm just saying. So I feel like that could be an instance of sexism. And I think sexism in general isn't, the double standard is about, treating men differently than you would treat a woman. And I think, it's with the difference between men and women is that, when men see a woman, it's usually when a man, that they're usually like, and I think people excuse it as like boys being boys, because guys are just like, oh yeah, I would tie her from the ceiling and I would bang the shit out of her and just jizz all over her face. Well, most of the time, in most instances, women are just like, oh my god, he is so cute. I just want him to hold me for like 9 hours until I can't breathe anymore. I mean, I think both of them are kind of weird and creepy, but like, I think men in general have a tendency to be just more disrespectful about it, and that's what causes the attention and what causes all the negative reactions, and deservingly so. And is it creepy to like somebody just because they're hot? No, I think we all do that. It's just that, like, it's how you put it into action. The words that you choose to use, when describing these things that you're feeling. When trying. Which part of it is, societal thing. I mean, society in general is full of so many double standards. Like, men are generally considered weak when they don't express enough emotions. Whereas women, they're considered like, creepy and obsessive when they don't express emotions. I mean, like, I should say men are considered, I'm sorry, you get what I'm saying though. Like, men are considered weak when they do express themselves, when they do express emotions, where in general women are considered, weird and creepy if they choose to repress their emotions like a man normally would. Things like that exist in so many different facets over the world. Like Taylor Swift, she spends the majority of her career writing songs about different guys that she's been into or that she's been with, and everyone's like, creepy, stalker, blah blah blah. But one thing that she brought up in an interview that she did in Australia is that nobody says those same things about the guys, or like, Ed Bruno Mars and all these Ed Sheeran. No one talks about how creepy they are for writing songs about their ex-girlfriends and stuff. I mean, and that's another double standard thing as well. And so I I never know how to end these things. This is all completely train of thought, because I want it to be as honest and raw as possible. So I try to just do it without thinking about it. If you can't tell, but I mean, so yeah, double standards do exist, and they can often be such a huge problem, at times it becomes so political. Like when it comes to Texas, a year ago Texas had about 40 abortion clinics, and now we're down to 8 because we keep building more and more laws to try to eliminate them. And the problem with that is, eliminating abortion clinics will not eliminate abortions. You're still gonna have women who will just try to do it themselves in their homes where it's not safe, or maybe they'll just we're right at the border. They'll just drive down to Mexico for a quick weekend. Have an unlicensed doctor in an unsterilized facility, using unsanitary tools, and it can lead to infections, and a lot of people will end up dying because of botched abortion tries, simply because of your morality, your religious beliefs. But if men were capable of getting knocked up and having to carry a baby like women do, the laws would be so drastically different. Uh, so, yeah, double standards, they're fucked up. Alex from Target, not the double standard. Alex from Target is just, that's how America works, unfortunately. That's how we choose our celebrities.